Alright, so this video is to address your questions on the Reading Response 3. Um, Reading Response 3 asks you to read a worksheet, read a packet, and then craft a 2 page response paper. And we'll be using the same rubric as always. So the worksheet is basically asking you to just look at an example of a bad question. So a double barrel question or a bias question or a double negative. And then it goes through a survey and has you evaluate it. And then it has you correct it. And it's just something to give you a little bit more content to work with when you are responding to the surveys in the packet Finding Bias 2018. The articles are the surveys are from 2018 and later, earlier 2018 and earlier. But I did update the packet to reflect reflection questions for every single article response. So when you open up this survey, you see where a little bit of background on the survey, ask you a reflection question of who's the target demographic. What are your own biases concerning this subject? How are your feelings on this topic? Change how you might judge the questions ahead of time. And then I want you to analyze each question carefully. I want you to spot the bias if you can. And then I want you to go through this survey and see what is bias and what is not. Now, this is not the only survey I want you to analyze. This is quite a long survey, but you'll get the point and you'll be able to spot biases and double barrel questions and leading questions rather easily in that one. But then there are harder ones. There is another survey, the Valve Steam survey. This is if you are a gamer, familiar with the platform Steam. They give you guys a Steam survey every month, and this was screenshots from one of my months of being a Steam user. And I want you to analyze those questions as well. Then I want you to look at the Democratic Party survey. Do the same thing you did with the GOP and the Valve Steam survey. And analyze to the best of your ability this survey, because I'm realizing as I'm recording this video that I never captured these actual possible answers. So look at the questions that you can and analyze what you can on that survey. And then I give you one from the NRA. And you're going to do the same thing as you've done with the other 3 surveys. 1 to 2 page paper. Nothing too long, nothing too crazy. Just 1 to 2 pages answering the questions. By the time you've done the worksheet, in the beginning of the surveys, you will have your paper. So each one of these gives you a frame for your paper to be analyzed and what I'm looking for. So hopefully that helps. And if you have any questions, email me.